Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Deidre. If you're returning, it's great to see you. I thought I would just do a really quick vlog just to check in. I have not yet filmed the setup of my debt trackers for 2024 because my husband still hasn't given me his information and it's the 9th. So I reminded him again today. I reminded him twice yesterday that I need those numbers because I have to get our information updated. So hopefully he will heed my requests and provide the information. I finally told him last night he should just give me his logins so I can take care of this myself, because I have asked no less than a dozen times for the information, and for the last 2 or 3 weeks. But here we are. I digress. I just finished my breakfast. I had oatmeal, and I kind of blended up in the blender just a little bit to make it less chewy. And then I mixed it with some milk. I normally do non-fat, but since I haven't started Body Slims until next week, I just did 2% today. And a little bit of peanut butter and a couple pinches of salt. And then I microwaved it for 3 minutes today. And I added a banana. So I like it because it's very filling, so it'll keep me satisfied until later in the day. So probably until about 12 or 1. And I have therapy at 12:30 today, I believe. Yeah, 12:30. So I have to do that. I'm dog sitting my neighbor's dog, so I went over there this morning. But I just wanted to kind of check in. My son turned 4 this weekend, so we had his 4th birthday. I can't believe he's 4. But here we are. So we had that this weekend. He loves all of his presents. He's been playing nonstop with them. Last night, thankfully, he slept really well. The night before, I slept terribly too. He was out of his room like 7 times before I even went to bed. And then I just kept waking up. But this time, I think it says I slept 8 hours compared to the 5, even though I was in bed the same amount of time yesterday as today. I don't know. But I'm just drinking some coffee now. I am working. I am finishing up projects today so I can start the next round of projects. But yeah, I've had some struggles with my grief journey. I haven't really touched in about it. I will probably film a separate video for that, but I've just been finding things a little difficult lately, which is why I have an extra grief counseling appointment today, just to kind of check in. I have my checkup with my doctor's office tomorrow for my OB, my annual. I have that tomorrow. And then next week I have my physical with my doctor's office. Body Slims also starts next week, so that's really exciting. I was finally able to get Hunter into a pulmonologist, so he has that appointment on Friday. So I am really thrilled that I can finally get him in, because the ENT basically said he's got really bad sinuses, and we can't do anything because he's a child. And so basically they would not do sinus surgery on him until he's an adult. So she recommended that we get his asthma better maintained. And so that's what the pulmonologist is going to help with. Getting that asthma better maintained and getting us through all of these things. So this poor baby, it kills me that he has all of these sinus and allergy and asthma issues. And it's hard to know, was it because we had to deliver him at 37 weeks, 2 days, or what was the cause of all of that? So it's hard to, obviously it's hard to know. It's not any one thing, I'm sure. I'm sure there's a lot of things included in all of that, but my plants are obviously thriving. I'm debating taking this poor little Scrooge plant and taking off the ribbon and the little ball right there so that it can grow into just a normal cypress tree. That's a lemon cypress. I was trying to figure out, they said that you can't really plant them outside, so I'm probably gonna have to put it in a pot. I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna have to put it in a pot somewhere, but it can't stay outside during the cold. So, yeah, I don't know what to do with it yet. But my parlor palms, you can see, are going crazy. I checked their water last week and they were full, but I'm probably gonna need to fill them up this week. I have to check the mold and see how the mold is doing, but hopefully it's doing better. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out, life and budgets and being a mom and being a wife and working and all of that kind of stuff. It's been mentally difficult. I've been very foggy brained. My motivation is definitely not there. As you can tell, I haven't been uploading on my regular schedule the last couple of weeks, probably 3 weeks. It's just been so hectic. And then I've been doing a lot of pet sitting. That takes a lot of time. I have one dog sitting job I'm doing right now. And then I think next week, no, the week after, I'm doing some cat sitting for a cat. So I have that. Sorry. Oh, I'm so tired. I've been tired, like ridiculously tired lately. But yeah, I just kind of have a lot that I'm trying to figure out. So, like, for instance, my husband is technically 1099. I don't know how his boss is going to do his taxes. So I'm trying to find that out because we need to start setting money aside. And I figured out if I'm setting 30% aside per month, that's $1,200, which means I have to figure out how to pull $1,200 a month out of my budget to set aside for taxes, because we're gonna have to owe every year if we don't. So I need to figure that out. So I told my husband to find out how this is supposed to work, because this will be our first tax time in this situation with his boss, because he's only been there since last year, like halfway through the year. But I'm just worried that because he gets a lot of mileage, because he drives a lot, but I don't know how that's all gonna wash out, like the stuff that he buys for work or like all of those kinds of things. Like, I don't know what he's keeping track of and what he's not keeping track of, but I need him to do better about all of those things. So hopefully we have enough expenses that'll help write it out. But if I'm supposed to have, you know, $12,000 set aside and they only let me write off $6,000, that means I still owe $6,000. And that's a lot of money. So now I have to figure out how to do that and how to balance a budget and how to pay off debt. So yeah, I've had a lot on my mind, can we tell? Like yeah. But I just wanted to do a quick check-in. I am, like I said, finishing up projects today at work. I'm sorry, I'm really foggy mentally again. I don't know what's causing it. I truly don't know what's causing it. I mentioned it to the grief counselor last week that I've been really foggy. And I'm going to mention it to my next 2 doctor's appointments too. And she does want me to have my hormones checked to see if there's anything there kind of going on. So that's what I'm going to do. But I hope you guys have a great day. I'm sorry this is short and sweet, but I figured I would just check in so you guys knew I was trucking right along. But I promise you I will get that debt tracker prep video filmed as soon as I can. I'm just waiting on my husband. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.